Hey, what's going on, fam? This is Jay Cameron inviting you to join us in Ethiopia next March 2025. And this is going to be an iconic trip that you don't want to miss, a trip of a lifetime. We're going to be visiting Addis Ababa, Gondor, Lalibela. You'll have a chance to taste the amazing Ethiopian food. You'll also have a chance to visit the Rastafarian community. You'll get the history, you'll get the fashion, you have an opportunity to shop. It's going to be a trip, an experience of a lifetime. So make sure you sign up to join us in Ethiopia, March 2025.
You know, often we hear white people talk about, oh, slavery's not going on anymore. It's a thing of the past, right? Well, there's a story that popped up that says not so. So not too long ago, it was discovered that a white couple in West Virginia, the woman Jean Whitefeather and the man Donald Lance, they adopted 5 black children from a shelter, and they are being charged with the following. It says they're being charged with human trafficking, child neglect, forced labor, and more after prosecutors allege they adopted 5 black children from a shelter to do forced labor and live in deplorable conditions. Now, those conditions were living in a barn. It is also said that the neighbors saw the children always outside, saying that they were never allowed to go inside, and so they were forced to work on a farm. Now, back in October, I guess CPS got word of it, and they said they had to literally bust into the farm where the 14-year-old and the 16-year-old were being held. Now, they said when they got in there, there was no beds or anything like that, and that they were forced to sleep on the hard concrete. Said that they, obviously smelled really bad. Was nowhere for them to go to the bathroom or anything like that. They had sores all over their bodies. And the other children were also locked in another room where they could not freely leave. Now, the couple's attorney said, well, no, that's not true. There was a key in there that they could just open the door if they wanted to. Now, obviously, they weren't being fed right or anything like that. So basically, it was something right out of slavery. Now, it is said that they were making, I guess, a lot of money from the farm labor that the children were forced to do. Now, originally, the couple wanted to put up, because I guess their bail was $400,000, and they came up with the money, but it was discovered that they wanted to, I guess, use some of the equity from 2 of their homes. But the judge is like, nah, y'all, got those homes from the money that you got from the human trafficking. So y'all gonna need to come up with some more money. And in fact, he raised the amount of the bond to $500,000 each. So as of this recording, they are still in there. But just thinking about that, white people going to adopt black children to turn them into slaves. Now, I wonder how long it was going on, because this was discovered in October and we're just now hearing about it, because you would think something like that would just been all over the news, right? Because imagine if it was black people who adopted 5 white children and did something like that. It'd be all over the place, right? It'd be on Twitter and everywhere else you can think of, people talking about how horrible those black people were for doing that to white children. But we're just now learning about that. And so, yeah, they need to run us our money, because apparently slavery is still going on. Now, I want to say this to us as black people, because a lot of times I hear people say, well, white people shouldn't be adopting black children. And I agree with that for the most part. But the other thing is, well, why aren't we adopting them? Because we can't cry about them adopting them and we don't adopt them, right? If we look out for our own, listen, I know a lot of times children get into the system for a whole host of reasons. It's not their fault. And so you got people like that who'll say, oh, we'll take them. We'll take good care of them. And, oftentimes because it is their system, they don't get pushback. But a black couple trying to go adopt some white kids, yeah, they would be taken through the ringer, but it's not that way the other way around. And we've also heard of a whole lot of incidents where white people have adopted black children, and the worst things you can think of has happened to them, and nobody thought anything of it until it got really bad, right? So, they think it's okay to adopt children into slavery. And the other thing is, how many more black children are living with white families and are being treated like slaves? So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.